In this video, we're going to look at 20 words in Irish and in Welsh. We're going to see how they match up together, and amongst the vast majority of them, you're going to find some striking similarities. So let's start. And where better to begin than with this word here, which is the word for Wales. In Irish, it's an bhreatain bheag. An bhreatain bheag. Now that literally translates to the Little Britain, and I think it has something to do with historical wars and historical drama, whereby the English pushed the Welsh further and further to the west, causing them to eventually settle in what we now call Wales. And because Welsh people, for the most part, consider themselves true Britons, that's where the name came from, Little Britain, an bhreatain bheag. Now that's what I think anyway. I stand open to correction, so if you want to let me know in the comment section about how this name came about, please feel free. In Welsh, the name for Wales is Cymru. Cymru. Next we have Éire. This is the Irish for Ireland, Éire. In Welsh, it's pronounced Iwerddon. Iwerddon. Moving on, Scotland. In Irish, this is Alban. Alban. In Welsh, Alban. Alban. England is next. In Irish, this is Sasana. Sasana. In Welsh, Chliger. Chliger. The Irish for a bell is clog. Clog. In Welsh, cloch. Cloch. The Irish for a house is teach. Teach. Although it could be pronounced tig as well, depending on the dialect. So, teach or tig in Irish. In Welsh, it's pronounced tea. Tea. The Irish for a beach is trá. Trá. In Welsh, triath. Triath. The Irish for a nut is cno. Cno. In Welsh, cnayan. Cnayan. The Irish for a boat is bod. Bod. Although you could use the word currach as well. Currach. And that would be specifically for a traditional Irish fishing boat. The Welsh for a boat is cwch. Cwch. Moving on to the word wax. The Irish for wax is care. Care. In Welsh, it's queer. Queer. The Irish for a sword is cleave. Cleave. In Welsh, clendiv. Clendiv. Heavy is the next word we're going to look at. The Irish for heavy is trum. Trum. And this is pronounced more or less the same in Welsh. Trum. Trum. The Irish for a bump is knap. Knap. In Welsh, cnúc. Cnúc. And this reminds me of the Irish word cnook, which means a hill. Cnook. And it could be pronounced crook as well. So cnook or crook. And then in Welsh, the word they use for bump is cnúc. Cnúc. Next we have leg. The Irish for leg is cus. Cus. In Welsh it's cuis. Cuis. Moving on to a horse. In Irish it's couple. Couple. In Welsh, ceffyl. Ceffyl. The Irish for a rock is corrig. Corrig. The Welsh for a stone is carreg. Carreg. Technically, the Irish word for a stone is cluch. Cluch. But corrig can be used as well, even though specifically corrig means a rock. Next we have the words for a border, or a boundary, or a limit. The Irish for those is teoran. Teoran. In Welsh it's terrafin. Terrafin. The Irish for a bull is tarv. Tarv. In Welsh it's tarw. Tarw. Family is next. In Irish you can use the word teaghlach. Teaghlach for family. In Welsh, taili. Taili. The Irish for a senate is seanad. Seanad. And the Welsh word for a parliament is Senedd. Senedd. Technically in Irish, Dáil is the Irish word for a parliament, and that's what the national parliament is called, Dáil Éireann. But Ireland also has a second parliament which is not as powerful as Dáil Éireann, and that second parliament is called Seanad Éireann. Seanad Éireann, which just means the Irish Senate. Wales has a self-governing assembly since the late 90s, and that's called the Welsh Senedd. So while Welsh and Irish are different languages, it's fair to say that they have a lot in common, as you've just seen. I want to say a big thank you to anybody who supported me by Patreon. If you would like to do that, links will be in the description. Gurv Mila Magwiv, I really appreciate the support. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a like, and I'll be back very soon. Slán go fóill.